fake Kelsey Grammer to kick this show off.
Let's cook this pig.
There we go. Well, hello there, everyone. This is Keith from Keith's Comics, coming to you from the Keith's Comics warehouse and studio. We have a real big crew here tonight, and we have a really interesting show. We bought this interesting collection from a longtime collector. Not a lot of books, but it was all over the place and lots of fun stuff. It'll be a fun show. And hopefully, with the Cowboy game coming up tonight, you're not too busy. We're going to have some chicken salad when we get home. Is that right, Cindy? And then
Smoked paprika.
well, smoked paprika. Oh my goodness!
I couldn't brighten it up because I didn't know what to use, vinegar or lemon juice. Wasn't sure.
Oh, high cotton over there. Yeah. All right, Chris is going to be showing the books tonight. Hello, Chris.
Hey.
Thumbs up does not help on.
You said there's cameras,
Well, no, there's microphones on the cameras.
but not cameras on the cameras. Okay, got it.
That's right. Kaylin's keeping us on the straight and narrow. We have audio, Kaylin?
Yes.
All right. And then Alex is over there helping out in case we fall down the stairs and we can't get up. All right. Let's see. What else we got going on here? We got a little swag. We got some lightning lanes. Why do I keep calling it lightning lanes? Oh, because Cindy and I will be going to Disney at some point. We hope. If we can actually get it together. Lightning rounds, and then anything else? Just interesting stuff. We got some sets that we put together. Chris was working in the warehouse again this week and found some crazy interesting stuff. I'm hoping that you will check out our eBay store, because the stuff that doesn't fit in the stores, oh my gosh, there's just some wild stuff going there. Hey, Alan is here. He says, hiya, and he's at the kids' concert, so on silent mode. You'll have to watch in the future. Well, that's the thing that could happen. All right. We appreciate anybody that's watching in the future. And if you're watching our show on one of our Facebook channels, that's great, and we appreciate it. But if you want to claim something, which is the whole point of us being here, is we're trying to sell you stuff, you need to be on the Keith's Comics Network Facebook page. And then if you see something that you cannot live without, you type claim, give me the title of that book and the issue number, and then we'll sort out how to get it to you. All right, Cindy, go find the fake Kelsey Grammer, unless did he already go to the stadium for the football game?
He'll be going with us, I guess.
All right, let's get the show started.
Let's kick this pig.
There we go.
Keith's Comics.
All right, let's see. We got audio here, looks like it. And then, tell me if we have some echo there. I'm turning on the other microphone to see if Chris and Cindy can get more into it. I'm showing pretty big greens. Echoes. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit and see if we can find the sweet spot. How about now? Any echoes? Echoes. Oh, that was me making an echo. All right, we're going to try that for a little while. That, as Alan says, he's going to have to watch on silent mode and catch us up later. And if you're doing that, the prices are good for 35 hours. Let's try to get it taken care of by Saturday night so we can send everything out on Sundays. And if you're watching in the future, so many of you watch in the future, we appreciate that. Hello, future. We certainly appreciate you watching in the future. All right, Chris, let's get our first book down there. Up first is a collected edition from the DC Black Label section. This is a Suicide Squad Blaze. I never read this one, Chris. Did you peek inside of it either? But
I looked in about the middle of these large, oversized.
I guess we're going to have some Suicide, and then we're going to have something called Blaze. How about that? Mm-hmm. This is all 3 issues, 1, 2, and 3 from 2022. Oh, that looks like the Peacekeeper, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's not going to go well. All right, all 3 issues here. $15 in the store, $12 if you have Cowboy Prep. Pablo says he has Cowboy Prep. We'll watch in the future, and if you're watching in the future, hello, Pablo. Welcome to the future. Here we go. Ooh, hello, future. All right, 1, 2, and 3 of Blaze from 2022. $12 if you claim it here. Type claim Suicide Squad Blaze at $12. Well, you don't have to put $12. We'll get it. Next up. Oh, it's Thor's Day, and because it is Thor's Day. Ooh, Thor's Day. Oh, verily, beeth thou Thursday. Nice, Kayla. That's good. Very good. All right, Journey into Mystery. This is where Thor started off in Marvel Comics. From issue 119 from 1965. Second appearance, the big storyline with the origin story of the Destroyer. Is that or he's not a Godzilla villain. He's not Destroyer.
No,
he's Destroyer.
He's not Drax the Destroyer either.
He's not. Well, there's just a good name just gets passed around. $30 for the Day of the Destroyer. If you let this slide out to our store, $22. Well, I can turn on the Keith cam. Hang on just a second. $30 in store, $22. Thanks, Alan, for reminding me. Keith cam, let's turn that on. Hey, there I am. Oh my gosh. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our show. $30 in store, $22 if you claim it here. Journey into Mystery, or as Cindy likes to call it, Jim. Journey into Mystery. Number 119, $22. There we go. Next up. Adventure Comics, another thing Chris found in the warehouse this week. From 1964, this issue 318. It's a Hall of Fame Superboy classic. That seems a little on the nose, doesn't it? $15 in store, $7 if you claim it here. What was the first? This one. This is
Time Trapper.
First Time Trapper, and you had what was your line?
Trapper John.
Not Trapper John. His day is long gone. His time has passed. Something like that. Adventure Comics number 318. First Time Trapper. $7 if you claim here to the show. $15 if you let it get out to the stores. Did you have a question, caller? Oh no, just stretching over there. Got it. Next up.
Watch out for that penance stare.
Oh, the penance stare. Yes, that's a bad thing if you've done some bad stuff. This is, I believe, Avengers number 36. Yeah. From 2023. Golly, that's almost a year and a half ago, right? Early part? Yeah. Wow. Wowzers. Time marches on. This is Alex Ross Timeless covers. That's, I don't know, did he do it over like a 6-week period? Random issues had random characters on them, and then you put them all together for this really cool triptych. And then they did 1 in 100 black and white sketch versions of this. This is the regular. Oh, that penance stare just hit me. Whew, I'm sorry, everyone. I don't know what I'm sorry for, but the penance stare made me say that. $25 in store, $18 if you claim it here. Avengers number 36 featuring the Alex Ross Timeless Ghost Rider cover, $18. Hey, all right, Larry's here from Western Texas. All right, nice. All right, next up. Classic Action Comics, number 388 from 1970. This features a very wacky Superman story in which you're introduced to an Earth where all kinds of craziness has ensued. You can see you got Crypto up there in the upper left and looking like Streaky with a little lightning bolt on him. And you got Supergirl down there throwing spaghetti instead of rice. You know, next thing you know, dogs and cats will be living together. This is 388 or 368. I can't, yeah, 388. A nice solid VG plus, $10 in store, $6 if you claim it here tonight. Action Comics number 388. Next up. Oh, did that hurt your hand? Have to put that in there? Nope. Chris is all things Western, and this is Zane Grey's authorized edition. I mean, I guess it was the estate, because you said Zane Grey died in like 1910, right?
19 something. No, he got published in that. Riders of the Purple Sage came out in 1912. 1930s, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, he was still not around when this came out. This is Spirit of the Border, Zane Grey's authorized edition. It's 4-color number 197, but it's also Zane Grey number 1 from 1948. A beautiful, striking cover. $6 for this. It's a very low grade, but it's a really cool, interesting book from 1948. $6 for Zane Grey number 1. Next up.
Twofer.
A twofer. 2 consecutive issues of Web of Spider-Man. What issue numbers is that, Chris?
That is 59 and 60.
59 and 60. Oh, there's... Yeah, that's... what did... he steal some PIM particles or something like that?
They're always getting stolen.
I know. You'd think you'd have better security around that stuff.
We just keep them in capsules, man.
That's right. Web of Spider-Man featuring this. I think this is Puma and the end of the storyline where he had the power cosmic.
Puma.
It's not a Puma. Well, get to the chopper, Puma. Web of Spider-Man, a 2 for 2 consecutive issues for $6. Next up.
Anyone want Supergirl? We got Supergirl.
Oh, yes. Great Superman. These are all reprints, right? For some stuff,
I think so.
backup stories and stuff like that. But it's Super DC Giant S24 from 1974. Boy, young Keith would have freaked out if he had stumbled across this book. This is neat. Anytime you get these old classic reprint books, I'm loving them, because where else are you going to find those? Nice, solid mid-grade copy here from 1971. $10 is criminally cheap, and then we're going to knock a couple more dollars off because you're saving us from having to work it in the stores. Super DC Giant S24, $7 if you claim it here. Next up.
War Stories Combat.
Oh, is Jerry Ademic? Did we need to text Jerry and tell him that we're having a show? He used to like these. War Stories Combat on Wake Island. Dell comic from number 18 from 1965. $10 in store, $6 if you claim it here. Wow, there's some action going on there. Combat ran a good long time for Dell Comics. $6. Next up.
Another twofer.
More twofers. Not everything has to be expensive in this show. This is Spider-Man number 73 and 74 or 6.
Yes.
73 and 74. John Romita Jr. doing the covers there. Looks like that. Flashpoint. Oh, look at that.
Daredevil.
And he got some Daredevil and a Kingpin appearance there. And says Hydra. Wow. One of all of the above. 2 consecutive issues of Spider-Man. This is the series that McFarlane started in 1990. But we're all the way up to issues 73 and 74. 2 consecutive issues, $6. Next up.
Captain Sinbad.
Captain Sinbad. Is this, I always forget, is this Guy Williams or Van Williams?
We had a discussion about this, and I don't remember which one.
I don't know.
Guy Williams.
Is it Guy Williams? Somebody's going to have to check us.
It was a Williams.
It was a Williams. We were,
Cat Williams.
I never really spent a lot of time figuring it out. I just watched them on the ABC during the summer. They would have not Slam Bang Theater. What would it be the Monday afternoon? I mean the weekday afternoon movie, and then it would Bowling for Dollars is what they would do.
Yeah.
And so there'd be a Sinbad week, and then there'd always be a Godzilla week.
Well, they had 2. They had one right before the afternoon cartoons, and then run right before you watched, like right after General Hospital or something.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. That's on ABC or one of the local channels, but not Channel 11.
Yeah.
From 1963, Captain Sinbad is one of the last of the Sinbad movies. We did look. But this is from '63. But
Golden Voyage came out in '71, and then Eye of the Tiger came out in '77.
I thought they came out in the late '50s.
Nope. The first one did.
Oh, okay. So I'm completely wrong. This is like in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's in.
But it's not Harryhausen.
But Harryhausen's not involved in this at all. This solid VG copy, Captain Sinbad, $15 in store, $10 if you claim it here. All right, got you down. Next up.
How are we going to recover from this?
Oh, the final defeat of the human race. Good. I didn't want to pay that credit card tomorrow. So, Cindy, human race is done. We're out of here.
Let's go.
All right. King size special number 8. Just a great reader copy of this for $6 in the 1970. It's going to be probably reprints of all the Submariner stories from the early days of the FF. Whenever Sue couldn't sort out if she was
hot for Reed or hot for Namor.
I was going to say surf or turf, but there you go. $6 for this Fantastic Four King Size Special number 8 from 1970. Next up, hey, Sean is here. All right, Jerry, did you text to Jerry? Or... No, he's here already.
Next up, Swag.
Yeah, no, he knows it's Thursday.
All right, hey, Jerry. All right, swag time. Here we go. All right, so swag time is the stuff that we, whenever we buy collections, we just don't know what to do with it. So this was a calendar from 2016. It came in a box, of all things. A really nice Star Wars box. And then there's the calendar. It's never been opened. It's still in its original plastics. And then it came with 2 little prints. One of, did any of those Ewoks have, that's Wicket? Okay.
That's Wicket.
And,
AT-ATs don't have names.
AT-ATs, probably a number or something like that. But the AT-AT's a little battle damaged, but it's $1.99 for the whole kit and caboodle. And bonus, I looked this up. Calendars recycle every 28 years. So 2044, this calendar will be good again. So for $1.99, you can afford to sit on it. $1.99 for the Star Wars calendar.
Okay, we got
Castle in the Sky. All right. This is the time where they were sorting out who was going to win, Blu-ray or HD. So this one comes with a Blu-ray and a DVD in both. Castle in the Sky, $13 if we figured out some way to put this online or in our stores. But $7 if you can. It's never been opened. It's also in its original plastics too, right?
yes. Yep.
Miyazaki, right?
Studio Ghibli.
Ghibli? Oh, okay. All right. This is Castle in the Sky, $7.
Another comic book price guide.
All right.
Zorro on there.
This was a hit last week. Several people were interested in it. This is a price guide from what year is that? 2019 to 2020.
49.
This is the Zorro cover. So this is $2 because it came in a collection. It's $2 if you want it, or it's free if you will promise to give it to somebody to get them interested in old back issue comics. So $2 for yourself, or free if you promise to give it away. And just put in a price guide, free, I'll give it away in the comments. Next up. All right. Hey, Garrett's here. All right. Nice to see you, Garrett.
We got one of the modal nodes. I kept saying Frigger and Dan, but that's the lead singer. So
All right.
this is musical equipment.
Musical equipment. This was a mail out from 1997. I don't know. Was it Fritos or who was it we had to mail off this? Was it a Kraft or something like that? This is Figrin Diane from 1997. And see, he's sitting on the box. You can't really see it in that video there. There's a box that you, see, there it is. So you would send in the box tops or labels or whatever it was on this one. And then, an indeterminate time later, you'd get this box in the mail, usually crushed. But the figures are okay on the inside. So this is $10 for Figrin Diane. You got to put that apostrophe in there, right? Because
They all have
them.
names.
All right. Next up.
Yeah.
Woo.
Classic Hot Wheels.
Those are two Hot Wheels.
And a Silver Surfer.
Who was that?
Silver Surfer and Hulk.
Silver Surfer and Hulk. As he said earlier, I don't know why the Silver Surfer needs a van.
No, windshield wipers.
Oh, he doesn't need.
Power Cosmics.
Yeah, he's got to see. The Hulk. If
Hulk has a van because he never wears shoes.
Hulk says, if this van rocking, call Army. So this is two from 1978. These are actual Hot Wheels. They are. They've been smacked around a little bit. You can see what they're $10 total for the two of them. Start your Hot Wheels collection today from 1978. That's probably older than most everybody watching this show.
Yeah.
You were correct, Garrett. That is the Figrin Diane from the Mos Eisley Cantina House Band. I think that whenever those came out in 97, everybody got one of the band members, and you had to send off different places. All right, swag. This is came in a collection. We took these all in on trade. Someone bought these at a library sale and then read them and then traded them into us. So they got all kind. What county? What county is that? Does it say on there?
King County Library System.
King County Libraries. So these are, but they're still perfectly readable, and all of these I think are out of print at this point. So that's Wild Thing for $1. The Buzz for $1. Juggernaut Junior, right? This J2.
Yeah. These are all Spider Girl presents.
Spider Girl presents. Spider Girl presents A Next. So these are great readers to get caught up on.
Spider Girl presents Spider Girl.
Spider Girl presents Spider Girl. Why not? All right, volume 3. All of those are $1 each if you need something really cool to read, or if you have a young reader that's interested in cool stuff. That's what that whole bit was. They were trying to get to the size of manga, and then they used some of their characters that were appropriate for that. Next up.
Back to regular books.
All right, swag time is over. Next up, Green Lantern, Where's the Angelettas? This is issue number 161 from 1983, featuring the Omega Man. Believe me, that was a big deal in the early 90s whenever Lobo was hot. And the Omega Man were just brought up back in his his flow there. $6 though for this really nice issue of the Green Lantern 161. Next up.
Classics Illustrated.
Oh, this is an actual original Classics Illustrated. This is issue number 121. I thought it was appropriate because it was the hurricane. Our poor friends in Florida are getting smacked around right now. This hurricane issue number 120 of Classics Illustrated has a highest reorder number. That's what its HRN means there. It's a highest reorder number 121. That's how you can tell if it's a first print, because issue number 120 is out, but you could only order up to 121. Later, when they went back to print this, they never put second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever printing on it. They just said, well, now you can buy up through issue 164. And that's how you knew that you didn't have an original. The original, the Hurricane Classics Illustrated, $6. Next up. Oh, a cool issue of Flash. Come for the Infantino, stay for the Jim Starlin Firestorm story in the back of this book. Issue 296, a really swell Fine Plus copy. $8. $8 if you get it in our store. $6 if you claim it here. $6 for Flash, number 296. Next up. Oh, Sue's in Charleston now. She says hello. It's very soggy there. Oh, you were in Florida, but you escaped from there. Oh, I thought she was up north in the Northeast someplace. Well, I'm glad that you're safe. Oh, well, I hope you're safe, but soggy. All right. Next up is, oh, there we go. Some Garrett catnip. The last issue of the first run of Ultimate Spider-Man, issue 160. I would say it's a spoiler, but it's freaking right there on the cover, The Death of Spider-Man. And if you've seen the Spider-Man movie, what is the one from Sony's? What are they called? It's Into the Spider-Verse. You know that the Peter Parker in that universe buys it on the regular. This is issue from 2011. This is a mid-grade copy of this. That's what the MG on this means. $6 for this Death of Spider-Man. This came in a black bag, if I'm not mistaken, so that you didn't know that it said Death of Spider-Man on it. All right, next up.
Scary stuff.
Oh, yes, the scary season is upon us. Now we just need a more strong cold front than that weak sauce that came in on Monday, so that Cindy can start playing her Nightmare Before Christmas on loop. Do you dare enter the House of Mystery? Oh, this is not actual House of Mystery issue. It's Super DC Giant S20 featuring House of Mystery from 1970. Great House of Mystery stories, and the beautiful Neil Adams cover there. $8 if you claim it here, $10 in store. Nice solid VG copy on that. Next up.
Star Comics and Stage and Screen.
Oh, yeah. Invincible number 1. Calm down, slow your roll. Not the original number 1. This is the local comic shop day 2020 version of number 1, which is still highly sought after because you might have been locked down and didn't know that they were doing a local comic shop day in 2020. And so this still has a ridiculously low print run, and it's got the beautiful gold shenanigan foil cover on it. $40 for this VF Plus copy in store, $35 if you claim it here. Invincible number 1, local comic shop day 2020 cover. Next up. Ah, yes. Justice League International. They don't call it International for a few issues, but Justice League number 1. Great classic cover. Kevin Maguire artwork right on that. Is that Terry Austin doing the inks?
Yep.
We don't get the one punch until later on, right?
Issue 3.
Issue 3 is
Found out there, but I don't remember where I found it.
issue number 1. Also the first appearance of Maxwell Lord in this issue. Justice League number 1 from 1987 is $20, which is probably what I was getting for these back in 1991. $20 or $15 if you claim it here. Beautiful copy. Next up.
X-Men with no Cyclops.
Oh, yes. Thank you. And because we don't like to do any Cyclops. Yay. There we go. Nice. Here we go. One more time. Just right in that kisser. Here we go. Bam. Ah, nice. All right. X-Men number 140. From 1980, this one is beautiful John Byrne artwork with Wendigo. Something, Death Screams Wendigo. Something like that. Now, from 1980, $18 for this Fine Plus newsstand copy of this. $15 if you claim it here. A fine plus. This is towards the end of the John Byrne run. I think he only does 2 more issues, maybe 3 more issues after this. $15 if you can't live without it. Next up.
That darn cat.
That Darn Cat. I've never seen that movie. Cindy, have you seen it?
I did.
I
A long
probably
time
did.
ago.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Haley Mills, a big time star. She was the Miley Cyrus of her day. Is that right? Am I remembering that?
She
Right?
was when she was younger. I think this is Dean, right? The
Yeah.
Actor Dean.
Dean Wormer? No, different Dean. All right. Lewis and Martin? No, Dean Wormer. From 1966, That Darn Cat. $10 for if you're a nostalgic fan. Here we go. $6 if you can't live without it. Next up.
Yeah, this cat's an FBI agent. My cat's just screaming at me about giving him wet food.
We're gonna arrest you.
World's Finest. Oh, look, a big head. So now we just need a gorilla and we got everything. Caveman Superman from 1965. This is World's Finest, issue 151. Oh, look, and you've got a Kongorilla backup story. Oh, nice. A VG copy of this would be $9 in store, or $6 if you can't live without this cool issue of World's Finest. And how you are living without it, I have no idea. Next up. What? More Thor? Why are we having more Thor? Thor's Day. That's right. Alex, welcome. It's Thor's Day. Verily, it beeth thou Thor's Day. Thor number 140. He took over the title from Journey into Mystery, like 126, somewhere around in there. This is a solid reader copy of this, and featuring the Growing Man. I guess this is before the hydroponics took over. From 1967, issue 140 is $12 in store. Great Kirby cover. There you go, Cindy. Some Kirbiness. $8 if you claim it here. Next up.
Cindy picked this one out.
Thor?
Both
Yeah.
of Thor's comics.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Cindy's all about the Thor.
I do like the Thor.
All
The
right.
hammer. Steve the hammer.
Chick Stick the Hammer. Marvel Premiere. This is a beautiful Gil Kane cover, a classic. Marvel Premiere number 16, which is also the second appearance of Iron Fist. Oh, I forget who was in. Was it Adam Warlock in the earlier issues of this Marvel Premiere, and then
Doctor Strange.
in Doctor Strange. That's right. That's right.
And then a bunch of random stuff. Like
Yes.
Tail of the Hammer and Secret 3000.
Yes. From 1974, though, this is the second appearance. This is a VG copy. It presents very nicely, but when you're holding it in your hand, you're going to be like, did someone soak this in pickle juice or something? Because it is definitely a VG copy, but man, it looks great. $15 for a VG because it's still because it's an early appearance. The second one, as a matter of fact, and maybe part of the origin, little tiny bits of it in there. Wow. $8 if you claim it here now. Next up.
Supernatural stories?
What's that?
Are they mystical and supernatural stories?
Yeah, well, because he spends time in the mystical Kunlun. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
All right, Superman Rebirth from 2017. This is the cover B of that title, but it's also the first appearance of the modern take on the Super Sons. So this DC Universe Rebirth Superman number 10, first appearance of the new iteration of Super Sons, which are fairly popular now. Even though the modern Robin's a total dick, but he's got his fans.
Oh, Damon?
Damien, not as opposed to the other Robin, who is also a dick, Grayson. All right, Superman number 10 from 2017, $7 if you claim it here. Next up, Lightning Round. Let me get some. There we go. Pablo is probably making his jalapeno poppers.
What are we doing now?
Oh, we're gonna do that on Sunday. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. Yeah, it's special sound effects. All right, next lightning round. $1, $2, and $3 books. Except I think it's all $3 books tonight.
No, there's $1 $2 and $1 92 center.
Oh, all right. But this is a whole lot of books that I bought in that big wacky collection. It's going to be a lot of fun. Secrets of Haunted House, number something or another.
10.
Number 10 is, how much is that from 1978? Are we at $3? $3. Next up.
Tarzan 131 from Dell.
Ooh, look at Tarzan versus dinosaurs. You think they were feeling some heat from Turok? That's what I'm thinking. Although dinosaurs were big at this time. Tarzan, yeah, Tarzan. What number is that? Tarzan 131. $3. Next up.
39.
And then 139 versus the Great Mangani there is about to get stabbed in the back. $3 for that. Next up.
Another Classics Illustrated.
More Classics Illustrated. This is not a first print. This is issue number 29. The Prince and the Pauper. $3. Next up.
Classics Illustrated. The Pilot.
Jerry, make sure you tell me which Tarzan, like what was on the covers, because we had two of them there in a row. Or maybe you want both of them. I'm not here to stop you. The Pilot, or just Pilot. Classics Illustrated number 70. Not a first print, but not a last print either. I love these line drawn covers. Next up.
Walt Disney's Treasure Island.
Walt Disney's Treasure Island. This is not a first printing of this. This is Disney used to, what was it, 6 or 8 years? They would re-release their movies all throughout the 50s and 60s. So when they did that, they would do a new printing of the comics that were the ancillary product to this. This is Walt Disney's Treasure Island, $3. Next up.
Sergeant Preston.
Got it. Thank you, Jerry. Sergeant Preston of the Yukon. Look at that. He's got a dog helper there. Did anybody know if Sergeant Preston's dog had a name? A husky? Okay, we're going to go with that. That is a wolf. There we go. Back when the Canadians were tough. Sergeant Preston of the Yukon. He was Canadian, right? Or was he? Yeah. All right, $3. There. Next up. Lion, which I'd never heard of. Had you heard of it, Chris? I don't even know if, who did this movie, but there you go. $3 for Lion. Thanks. Next up.
We're a cat theme tonight. Tiger Walks. Walt Disney.
Oh yes, and that's a Brian Keith, right? One of the greatest Keiths, the second best, as a matter of fact. A Tiger Walks, $3. Next up.
Pitcairn's Island from Classics Illustrated.
Pitcairn's Island. All right, is this some kind of pirate story, or they're escaping from prison? All right, what issue number is that?
109.
Yeah, they're kind of getting stacked up a little too high. $3. Next up.
Got a Spider-Man 207.
Spider-Man 207 with, as Chris says, the poor man's Mysterio. Mesmero there. How much is that? $3? $3. Next up.
Now we have the Rich Man's Mesmero.
Rich Man's Mesmero. $3 for this amazing Spider-Man number 198. Yeah, there we go. These two Spider-Mans are really great stories, but they are very low reader copies. That's why they're in this lightning round. Next up.
Another Classics Illustrated.
More Classics Illustrated. Oh boy, the Clock Crisis, number 143 or something like that. Yeah. $3. Next up.
Pathfinder.
What this is that Western or is that Revolutionary? I can't remember. Number 22 of Classics Illustrated, $3. We sell these classics great at the Mockingbird store. If you ever decide to get interested in them, let us know because we usually have a stock handy. These are much older, not first printings, but not last printings either. Move to the left, please. Black Arrow. He looks like he's ice skating there.
Yeah, he does, but he's fighting knights. So.
But yeah, in that red. Is that so that they can't see him bleed? Black Arrow, 31. Classics Illustrated, 31, $3. Next up.
Got a Black Hawk 243.
King is Sergeant Preston's dog. Thank you, Jerry. Appreciate that. There we go. All right, Sean. Nice. All right. There we go. What's it next there? Black Hawk. Oh, that's cool. Mission Incredible. $3. Next.
Another Classics Illustrated Deer Slice. Hey, we're having a bunch of James Fenimore Cooper books in here.
All right, move left. Number 17 of Classics Illustrated. Again, not a first printing, but a very early printing. $3. Next up.
House of the Seven Gables.
Oh, yes. It used to be 6, and then they hired that contractor. House of the Seven Gables. Is that the Nevermore guy write that?
No, it's Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's cool.
Nevermore's Poe.
Oh, yes. Classics Illustrated. What number is that?
52.
Number 52 is $3. Next up.
Classics Illustrated Junior Johnny Appleseed.
Ah, yes. Johnny Appleseed. I didn't know Johnny Appleseed had a dog. Is he related to King? I don't know. Johnny Appleseed from the Classic Illustrated Junior line, number 515. $3. Next up.
Weird War Tales 74.
It's not a twofer. That's just in a regular Weird World test. Okay, well, I get the dinosaurs, but I guess giant woolly mammoths also, that could throw a hitch in your get along, right? From 1978, this Weird War is it $3?
Yep.
$3. Next up,
One $2 comic.
one $2 comics, a really rough issue of Amazing Spider-Man number 208, in which he fights Fusion. Yeah, there you go. Next up.
Yeah, Tim, just go. And then the 92-cent has a Black Hawk and a Hellcats on it.
Oh, two very rough reader copies, a Black Hawk and is that two DC?
Our Fighting Forces, Lieutenants Hunter's Hellcats.
Our Fighting Forces, and then a Black Hawks for 92 cents, though. There we go. All right.
Back to regular comics.
Oh, hang on just a second. I got to wake Pablo up. Boy, I don't know if a bulldozer was coming through my house or if that was thunder. All right, back to the regular show. Sensational She-Hulk with a really cool John Byrne cover, looks like there, issue 37, featuring Wolverine, Punisher, and Spider-Man on the cover. Doesn't say that they're on the book. It doesn't say that they're in the books, which is oops, oopsie. From 1992, $10 in store, $7 if you claim it here. Next up. Oh, yes, a new direction for Black Hawk, and they had a Justice League appearance. Issue 228, that's some pretty wacky stuff, right? VG Plus from 1967, $10. I don't know if that's some kind of robot supervillain or something like that. And that's, who did the cover on that? That's
like Sikowski.
Is it? I don't know. Who drew that Superman? That's not a regular Sikowski.
That's where they got costumes, like the radio got a bunch of ears.
Yes.
God.
Yeah. For issue 228 with the go-go checks at the top, $7 for this VG Plus copy. Next up.
Marvel 2-in-1.
Oh, Marvel 2-in-1. This is an awesome book. Pull it towards you a little bit. Thing and Wondar, which they couldn't figure out what to do with that. He changed his name more than Kitty Pryde during this time period. This Marvel 2-in-1 number 57 from 1979 has a lot to do. That's Marvel Boy, I think, making an appearance from the 1950s. And one of my favorite characters, Black Goliath in his really bad disco outfit. From 1979, though, I can't see the price on this. $6. There we go. Fine Plus copy. Next up.
Second Superpowers miniseries.
Oh, there was 3 Superpowers miniseries, if I remember correctly. This was oh my gosh, I can't remember the longtime editor at DC Comics, and oh my gosh, he's been so good to Keith's Comics. No.
Is it the guy who was in the Teschen books and he wrote?
Yes. See, don't ever get old, people, because you start to forget things. Stuff that was used to be, we're going to be all around it. All right. So anyway, my deepest apologies because I'm just blanking. They had this deal to do these toys, and they didn't know who to put it on it, and they said, "Well, put Kirby. They're all his characters anyway," and it was a way for him to find Kirby some work during this time period. And this is the second miniseries, Superpowers 1 through what number?
1 through 6.
1 through 6. All 6 of them there. I don't know what's going on with Darkseid's eye there, but maybe he just has a little pink eye going. Yeah, all of them are Fine Plus or better. From 1985, $30 for the set, $25. Here you go. Next up. That's horrible. Sensational She-Hulk, number 50. Nice foil cover of this. Wow. What was that? What's my note there?
19 News.
Oh, and the newsstand copy of this. $20. $20 is what this will be in the 48-page special. 40. No, the publisher. $13 if you claim it here. Sensational She-Hulk, number 50. $13. Next up. Thanks for the edit there, Sean. Appreciate that. Rocky and his Fiendish Friends, which is a 5-issue miniseries I had never seen before. We've had Rocky and Bullwinkle comics before, and there might even be one in the show tonight. But this is Rocky and his Fiendish Friends. This is number 5, the hard-to-find last issue here from 1963, VG minus. Even a VG minus is commanding $20 if we put it in our store. $15 if you claim it here. If you're a big fan of, that's Jay Ward, right?
Yes.
Jay Ward, $20 in store, $15 if you claim it here. Rocky and his Fiendish Friends, number 5. Next up,
Daredevil 125.
Daredevil number 125, no, number 18 from 2022. This is a 1 in 25 ratio variant. Beautiful, beautiful cover on that. Look at that. It was $18 at one point in our store, but sometimes things get sent to the warehouse. We have no idea how they got here. $6 is what we're asking for this now. 1 in 25 ratio variant. Next up,
The third Superpowers.
Superpowers from 1986. This is the third. Why did you let me write the second, or did I write third?
No, I think you wrote it on when I said second on that other one. I think you were processing this.
I see. Well, disregard my note there. This is the third series. It's 4 issues. I don't think Kirby was involved by this point.
Not at all.
Superpowers 1 through 4, but they still had toys to sell, baby.
And the first 2 series were so big.
Yeah. So what is this? 86. So this is the same time. These were all on the shelf. See, I was busy working.
Only 4 issues.
So these were on the shelves fighting with Transformers and G.I. Joes. What a great time to be a toy collector. Superpowers 1 through 4, $15 in store, $12 if you claim it here. There you go. Next up.
Best of Brave and the Bold.
Best of Brave and the Bold and Super DC Giant 16. Look at that. We got a Batman Flash story. Is that what I'm seeing there? That's pretty cool. And then some Metamorpho, and then a whole bunch of Justice Leaguers. A pinup. Nice. Nice. From 1970, this is only $8 for this really cool book. $6 if you claim it here. Best of Brave and the Bold and Super DC Giant, number 16. Next up. Oh, from a few years ago, 2020, Spider-Woman had her own series. This is, is this issue number 1? Yeah, this is issue number 1. The Bruce Timm cover. Ooh.
1 in 25 variant.
Yes, the 1 in 25 variant. What do we have on that? $7.99 or something like that?
$14.99.
$14.99. Now it's only $6. It was $15. Now it's $6 for this beautiful Bruce Timm cover as she comes streaking out of the sky, about to avenge somebody, it looks like. $6. Next up.
Walt Disney, Donald Duck's Family Album.
Ah, yes. Walt Disney's Donald Duck's Family Album. There's going to be a Huey, a Louie, Gander. Is that Daisy? Who's the grandmother there? I don't
It's
know.
like all those sitcoms where there's only like 7 people, and every time they have a party, there's always a bunch of people, and you're like, where are these people? Never.
Gertie or something.
Yeah. $6 for this issue number 1 of Donald Duck album from 1963. $6. Hey, half the Angelettas are here. Make sure you watch us in the future. There was 1 or 2 Green Lanterns earlier. Next up.
Aquaman.
Do you ever find that name for me, Cindy?
Levitz.
Paul Levitz. Golly, jeez Louise. Sorry, Paul. I apologize profusely.
I was gonna say Leibowitz, which would be
Yeah.
Stan Lee, so that wouldn't work.
All right. Next up, Super DC Giant S26. Is this the origin story of Aquaman reprinted in this one? And it's all Aquaman all the time, including that very unstable human flying fish story. From 1971, all we need is an Aquaman versus Submariner story, right? $9 if we sell it in the store. $6 if you claim it here. Next up.
Daredevil punching the armor of Dr. Doom.
Oh boy. Put conditional on that for me right there. I think that somebody asked for some Dr. Doom stuff. This might be in there. Might not be, but I'm going to put a conditional on that. Conditional means that somebody has told me they were looking for something specific. You can still claim it, and you might even win it. But if the person who I'm thinking of, if this is one of the books that they're interested in, then they're going to slide in front of you. So give me your list. Email me your list. Daredevil 37 from 1968. a solid VG copy of this. Look at that Daredevil going wild against Dr. Doom, and Dr. Doom is having none of it. So he's got a brand new contract. He's got a 3-movie deal. He's all about just laughing in the face of some TV guy. I need to roll back my roll just a little bit there. $40 in store, $33 if you claim it here. Daredevil number 37. Wow, beautiful VG copy. Next up, there you go, William.
Classics Illustrated, Oregon Trail.
Oh, did you get dysentery putting that up there?
Almost.
All right, highest reorder number 73. That means this is a first printing, but it's a good minus. It's missing some pieces. You know, you spend all that time on the Oregon Trail, you're going to get messed up a little bit. $6 for this first printing of Classics Illustrated number 72. Next up.
Last 3 books.
The last 3 books. And man, we are just blowing through this because we got a football game to catch up on. All right, this is Showcase number 94, 95, and 96. Showcase ran through the 60s and in around 1970 or so got canceled, and it took a few years off. And then 1977, they decided to, after the big DC implosion, bring some titles back as try to see, is anybody interested in Doom Patrol? I don't know. We're going to find out. So they did a 3-issue trial in this new Showcase. This is issue 94, 95, 96. Beautiful VG Plus copies. Nice reader and better. Look at that old Robot Man being held by the new Robot Man. And then a bunch of characters I don't remember. $20 for this set, or $16 if you claim it here. Next up.
Well, Celsius and Tempest. I think that's Negative Woman.
Well, she should try to get out more. All right. Man Bull. What did I see? Man Bull. Oh, that was he was in the She-Hulk TV show. Daredevil number 79 with an early appearance of Man Bull. Maybe this is the first appearance of Man Bull. Second appearance of Man Bull. Dadgummit.
Isn't this the cameo?
I don't know.
This is one of the. I think this is the one that has a cameo of Stan Lee in it.
Oh, Stan Lee cameo, not a Man Bull cameo. It's Stan Lee and his wife. Or there's a cameo of them standing in line going to a show. And something happens in the streets, and there's like, good golly, I can't believe all this action going on, even though I wrote it. And from 1971, this is Daredevil number 79, about to go wild on Man Bull. $10 if you buy it in store, $7 if you claim it here. Yes, Alan, DD is going wild. Absolutely. Next up.
Last book of the night.
It's another Williams. This is not the same one that was Sinbad. This is the different one. Which one was Zorro? The other one, right?
I think it was Guy.
This is Green Hornet number 1 with, I guess, is this Kato's American acting debut here? From 1966, this is issue number 1. It's a low-grade, good reader copy. $25 still, though, from 1966. William Dozier was having such success with Batman. He was asked to do a lot more TV shows, so he pitched a lot of stuff. Green Hornet made it. Batgirl was so popular, there is actually a Batgirl movie that is not very good, that didn't get picked up. And there was a Wonder Woman. I've seen the Wonder Woman. It was like a proof of concept, and it's not very good either. But the Green Hornet did make it, and there we go. I didn't rent, one season, something like that?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Issue number 1 from 1966, $17 if you claim it here. Next up.
Well,
Zorro was Guy Williams. So Guy Williams was Zorro, and he was Sinbad, right? That was the last book. Yeah, Chris said that was the last book. So we're done. Oh, my gosh. All right. Thanks, everyone, for coming by and seeing us tonight. We're going to button it up and get out of here for our football night in America, or at least Dallas. We can see how quickly they spit the bit tonight. Chris has been showing you books. Cindy's been over there. And Caitlin's been keeping us on the straight and narrow. Alex even chimed in this time. That was nice. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody, for coming to see us. We'll be back next Thursday. Yeah, we'll be back next Thursday. But Chris pointed out that Halloween is on a Thursday, so we're going to start thinking about what day we're going to move the show to that week. I guess everybody will be busy on that Wednesday. I don't know what we'll do that week, but we'll sort it out. All right, for Keith's Comics, I am Keith, and if I don't see you in our stores, I'll see you next time. All right, special dispensation for Cowboy football night. We only got 2 flames. I'm going to, I guess. So, Chris, you got one more, right?
Got one more.
Let me turn on the cameras again. There we go. All right, there we go. All right. It's a complete set of the Marvels, including the number 0, which came out significantly later once they realized what a huge hit they had. This is the 1 through 4 have this cool acetate covers on them. And if you've never read the Marvels, well, I don't know, what are you waiting for? This is one of the best books of all time from Marvel. Marvels is 0 through 4, $40 in store, or $35 if you claim it here. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. There's another one in the can. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. We just posted the new Western one, the Western Marvel comics from the Western time period of 1948 to 1956 or 57. Wow, really cool stuff. And some of the great artists that go on to create the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the 60s were already working for Stan in the 40s and 50s, and it's cool to see those books. Not a lot of them, but it's really cool to see old Atlas and Marvel, and I don't think there was any Red Circle, but there's a lot of cool stuff. Go check out the YouTube channel, and also you should know if you missed stuff here, you can watch it on Facebook, but we also posted on YouTube a little edited version. Keelan cleans it up on Fridays and posts it on Saturday to make us all look better. All right. For Keith's Comics, I am Keith, and if I don't see you in the stores, I'll see you next time.
Keys Comics.